What's going on? Back plugged in again. With your boy the Prophet. Hey, yo, what's the word? What's the move? What's the play? Hope you guys are having a great day or a night. And you know I'm gonna get you right. Listen, y'all, listen. So today we're gonna be talking about some things that a lot of people, because as gamers, we get spoiled. The game creators put systems in place to where people either love or hate the game, right? And then after people love the game, there's always going to be things that can improve on, right? So, what we're going to talk about is the most impactful changes in Bleach Brave Souls history. So, yeah, man, we about to get into it, but first we about to get it popping. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Let's get it lit. Drop.
What would you do just for the come up? I see a lot of niggas switching for the come up. They left a nigga down bad, I had to come up. And hustle from the night down into the sun up. I had to switch up, nigga, no, I ain't mad at you. I just had to come up and look at just what that bag do. I charged into the game, cause I said I won't complain. Ain't been no sunny days, I had to get it out the rain. Look.
Back plugged in again. Alright, so we're gonna just go ahead and get right into it. I'm not gonna do anything super crazy with like presentation or anything. I'm just gonna kind of discuss the things, but I do have a set list, and I just want to talk about some things and how big it impacted the game. So yeah, and I want to kind of do this as a like post-it note as to things right now that we think are the most impactful. And guys, just to put into perspective, other gacha games such as Genshin Impact and other gacha games just in general are going to grow over time, adding more content to the game, which, yeah. So, guys, so some of you guys, when you started playing the game, this game is 5 years old, basically, right? When we first started playing this game, there were 5 story chapters. There was no Waco Mundo Part 2. It was literally just Waco Mundo Part 1. So, essentially, back in that time, you had about 1,500 to 2,000 orbs on your account, maximum. Like, obviously, but there weren't events that they added. Of course, stuff came as the game progressed, but more story came about one chapter at a time. Sometimes, we get a story chapter and a side story, but side story and regular story were added. Can you guys imagine if you got into Bleach Brave Souls and there was only 5 chapters of story, and after you beat 5 chapters of story, no matter if you had good or bad accessories, you were considered an in-game account? You know what I mean? That's essentially what happened. Back then, it didn't matter what your accessories looked like. If your story was past chapter 3 or 4, you were an in-game account because you didn't have much else to do. So, of course, they introduced content and, story and side story and stuff like that to keep the game and help it progress. But then, of course, characters, right? So, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So, one of the biggest changes was the power hearts, okay? Guys, back in the day, we had to grind 3-star accessories, grind 2-star accessories from the co-op event, which the co-op events are done. Like, they're not even around anymore because literally all they dropped were 2-star accessories and 3-star accessories. That's it. And you literally have to do those co-ops and get a 2-star and 3-star accessory. If you got a 3-star accessory, you felt lucky, okay? But yeah, you would use 2 stars for Ascension. You would use them for food. Just like now, you can use other accessories to strengthen accessories. Well, instead of going up 7 levels at a time, imagine going up 10 or 25 experience at a time. Like, we're getting 1,000 experience for a 4-star accessory. So, the time, like, let's see how much you get 500 for a small power heart. That's just putting it into perspective. So 500 EXP for a small power heart was actually pretty good, but the big ones we all knew were the 2-star power hearts. And you could actually equip power hearts to your characters. They'll give you percentage of all stats. So I think a 3-star power heart was like 3% all stats. 1% on stats, 2% on stats, 3% on stats. And people used to literally think that this was their best option, okay? So, like, I know that might be hard for you guys to understand, but imagine having to go into co-op and just do single ticket runs all day, and you're just getting 3 2-star accessories, and you're just powering up your accessories one at a time like that. Back then, it was hard to get good rolls. Back then, you could damn near sell an account just on the fact that you had a Chappie, because it was the most powerful accessory. You know, it didn't have Frenzy. Also, one of the other biggest ones, of course, is 5-star or 6-star characters. When I first started playing this game, there were no skills. No skills. None. There was no Frenzy, no Flurry. Pretty much every character was as vanilla as this raid character right here. The only difference was that the raid characters only got like plus up skills. And the other characters got like actual links like SAR and whatnot. But yeah, like back in the day when 6 stars were first data mined, I literally said, how can they give us more flash steps if flash steps are infinite? Like one flash step on a cooldown felt like infinite, because it was hard to imagine more flash steps. Like, it was very hard to imagine that. But 6 stars came, you got extra flash steps. Then you had characters like Soy Phone that right off top were built in with 4 flash steps. So you went from having 1 flash step to Soy Phones having 4 flash steps. And one of the first 6-star characters was a Soy Phone. Actually was the Power Soy Phone, Bankai Soy Phone. Yeah, so 6-star characters. At that time, it seemed like nah, there's no way they could do 6-star characters. Like, that would just be insane. 6-star characters. Then of course, like, Frenzy and Flurry were added to the skills when 6-star characters came out, but characters are so bad. They are so bad. The kits were so horrible. Like, back then, range collision was good because there was nothing. Like, it was either range collision or your strong attack was like, it was like right in front of your face. That was it. So yeah, man. I mean, this was one of the first 6-star characters. Her, the Red Shinji, and in the Mind Gin were the first 6-star characters ever. Also, just now, like how characters get resurrected on the schedule twice a month, characters got 6-star upgrades. So the more recent a character came out before 6-star upgrades, the longer it took to actually get 6-star upgrades. So you had characters like the Heart Okiora, which I'll show you guys right here. You had characters like the Heart Okiora and who was it? The Mindful Hollow Ichigo. These characters came out right before 6 stars, and when they came out, they had like 50 extra SP in attack, and we were like, oh my god, like these characters are busted. Okiura actually had a baby god kit, a beam first strong attack, a lunge second strong attack, and then a 900 radius third. Yeah, so characters got 6-star upgrades like they got resurrections now. So keep that in mind. Like, a lot of stuff has changed. We used to only have 5 soul tickets a day in Bleach Brave Souls. 5 soul tickets. Not a day, but 5 soul tickets maximum. Like, now we have 50 and really 60. So, if you get the battle pass, that is. So, yeah, we have 60 soul tickets maximum, whereas back when I started playing, we had 5. It literally took them 2+ years, bro, to give us more than 5 soul tickets. Then they gave us 25, and then I believe about a year and a half after us getting 25, or about a year roughly, they gave us 50, and then that's where we are now currently. So yeah, and then also 5 times runs. Before that, there were no 5 times runs. You had to grind solo player inheritance zone, and you were getting like 3 or 5 potions if you were lucky. Solo runs, and they were taking like 3 minutes a piece. It was rough, okay? It was rough. There was like, you could do co-op IZ, but everybody was so trash, you literally couldn't even count on it. Like, it was just way more consistent to do solo player IZ and maybe trying auto. Yeah, back then you couldn't even, back then auto and IZ was such a big deal. Oh my god. So when the game, no, I can't even say just when the game first started. Up until about a year and a half ago, this is gonna blow a lot of you guys' mind. There was actually a schedule for raids. It's crazy because some of you guys literally never knew this. There was a schedule for raids. Like, let's say they would pick 4 random raids every day. 4 random 5-star raids and like 3 random 4-star raids. Sometimes there's a little bit more depending on like certain events or whatever. But yeah, you actually had to pre-farm your 5-star material to level up your character skills. And the good thing is that seasonals still to this day, they don't require character ascension, just extra crystals and jewels, because they're made off seasonal stuff, right? So, but yeah, you used to literally have to farm these raids. And these raids did not used to always be easy. You had some raids that had poison puddles over the entire raid, like the Mayuri raid. So some of these were really, really trolly. Not only that, but like, you had stuff where, and like I said, we didn't have 5 times runs back then, guys. So no 5 times runs. And also the raid characters would not drop automatically. Now you get 3 guaranteed raid character drops every time. And now there's the whole guaranteed drop feature where if you do like 5 raids and you're guaranteed a character. But yeah, we had to like wait daily, and sometimes the first part of a character's raid material would be it would be like the day before the banner, and then right when the banner went live, you couldn't get that material anymore for like a week. So if you did not pre-farm for your character, sometimes you couldn't max them out, you couldn't do showcases, we didn't have skill keys. So yeah, there's no skill keys. So if you didn't literally farm those materials, then you couldn't level up all your character skills. And back then, we were only getting like 9 Hogyokus a month. Extreme Co-op came out. Extreme Co-op came out and it did not used to guarantee editing brushes. So it was exactly like 7C Extreme Co-op is right now, believe it or not. 3rd Seed Extreme Co-op used to only be 3rd Seed. There didn't used to be a 7th Seed Extreme Co-op. Then they added a 7th Seed Extreme Co-op. And then they also added, they buffed their rewards because Inheritance Zone was basically so much better for Power Hearts that, they're like, well, why do we need to do PvP if we can just, do Inheritance Zone and we can level up all our 4-star accessories and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, that was some really, really crazy stuff. Like I said, 3 guaranteed drops, super powerful characters. Guys, like, a lot has changed with this game. So, just be patient. I know it's a lot. This is a game that it happens daily, monthly, weekly. Like, there are updates constantly coming out in the game. So, just be patient and always voice your opinions. Try not to be so complaining. Not to say that I'm not, or not to say that other people aren't. I'm just saying, if you can generally voice your opinions in a constructive manner, then that's going to be the best way to get something done about your issues or whatever you feel about the game. This conversation came up because people were saying, PvP needs revamp. We need live PvP. And I was just saying that people have spent so much money on this game as a product without some kind of live PvP. Live PvP would completely change how this game functioned. Flurry characters might not be the best for PvP, because, or a character like Tokinata might be the best character for PvP just because you can just hit for crazy numbers and just run away. You know what I mean? So, maybe Recharge would be, maybe Senkaizen would be good if you can not get hit. Like, it's just, it would just, the game, it would just be a completely different game. Not that would be bad, but I'm saying that as a company, they're not going to go through all that change and make a change how a game mode works. I would say it'd be better to add a new game mode versus change the core dynamics of how something works that's been in the game for years. Not saying that PvP can be better, because it definitely could be. But I'm just saying with this game, I don't think we're going to get, even with the PvP revamps, as long as it's AI controlled PvP, it's pretty much going to be the same. Skills and stats and DR and cheesy tactics are going to get you the win more than skill, you know. But yeah, man, make sure you guys weigh in and let me know what are some of the changes you think affected the game the most. And I know there's a lot of stuff I couldn't talk about. I don't want this to be a 20-minute video, but yeah, we'll maybe have a part 2 of this. So if you guys want to, you know, weigh in and let me know anything you think I forgot, that was very important. I know there's some stuff I forgot too. There's no way I can talk about everything over the course of 5 years. So you guys make sure you let me know what you think was more important. Till next time, you feel me? I love you guys. Bye for next time. I'm out.
Tell myself I'll make a way. All them people done doubted me.